Right, so we've got our bandage and our bandage pad or gamgee. This goes in between her leg and the bandage to stop it from being too tight and make it nice and comfortable for her. So when we're approaching our pony, we want to make sure we go up to the shoulders, make sure they know we're there, and then you can slowly crouch down next to their front leg, ready to bandage. Okay, so we've got our bandage pad here. I'm going to put this around her leg. We have to make sure it overlaps. Make sure it's not overlapping on the front or the back, so it's putting pressure on their tendon or bone, which we don't want. So we're going to fold that round so it's on the side, like that. Okay, so you want it to cover the important parts, nice and low, so it can go around their fetlock. When we're bandaging, we always start in the middle, okay? And then when you bandage, you make sure it rolls from front to back. So when you pull, and you always pull around the front but not on the back because you don't want to put pressure on their tendons. So I'm just going to start rolling it round, making sure that it overlaps to half the bandage. So we just work our way down, all the way, and then round underneath her fetlock. Sometimes they do move, you just have to move with them. That's it. And then you always stay on your feet because you have to be ready to get up and get out of the way just in case anything does happen. So I'm just going to bandage that right underneath there. Pull in as you come around the front and then loose around the back. And then I'm just going to start to make my way back up again. So ideally you always want to end up with the velcro of the bandage at the top of her leg. So, just like that. And then I finished with it on the side here so it can't get caught on her. I can't go any higher than that because her knee is here and she needs to be able to move her knee. Right, when going to a back leg, you obviously want to make sure your pony knows you're there, so give her a pat on the shoulder, let her know, and then you just want to gently crouch down by their hind leg. We do the same thing as on the front leg, so we put this bandage pad round, slide it down so all their hair's facing the same way, and then we want this bit not behind and not in front, we want it right on the side so it doesn't make it rub anywhere. Okay, so the same thing for the back. You always roll from front to back, starting in the middle. So, I'm just going to start rolling that down, halfway, so you want the gaps always to be halfway down the bandage so it can't get loose or get a hole in and then them get it caught. You also want one finger's tightness in here, so you know that it's not going to be too tight, but equally it's not just going to fall down on them. So I'm just going to roll this all the way to the bottom. Nice and tight around the bottom still, keeping the tension. Pull in as I come across the front, and then nice and gently round the back. So same. So I pull here, and then loose. And then pull here, and then loose. And the same as the front, you always want to end up with the Velcro doing up at the top of the bandage, just like that. So ideally you want this bit to do up on the side, or on this side, but it doesn't matter too much. Right, so when we're taking the bandage off, we don't want to be hanging around their legs a long time. So what we do is we undo it, pass it through one hand to the other as quick as you can, undoing the bandage, taking it off. It doesn't matter that it's rolled the wrong way. We just take that off like that, and then we just pull that away, and then it's done.